Hello and welcome back to another final table commentary. We got another Titans event from when, oh boy, the 9th of March, boppity boo. We got Hello Toddy on the final table, Darwin, Drew, Durs, MDF, Padilla, Proud Flop, Celowan, European, and Eccentric, who's coming in with this cute little 3-bet to 5.5 blinds to start off the final table. Hello Toddy opening up Queen 7 suited from the cutoff. Eccentric on the button says 5.5 blinds dealer. Got 21 behind. Europeans thinking, or sorry, this isn't European, this is Hello Toddy. European sitting to the left of Eccentric, my bad. Still getting warmed up. Padilla with the King Queen will raise under the gun. MDF with the Ace Jack. It's not suited. They got a fair stack. Are they in third place? They are. Don't really expect a 3-bet, but it does come in. Another one, 5.7 blinds, Eccentric with a pocket pair of 5s. Probably going to have to let that go now. Folds back around to Padilla with that King Queen. They got this big ass stack and they're not afraid to click the button, the 4-bet button. But they find the fold instead. MDF will get that one through with the Ace and the Jack, the best of it. Queen Jack suited and a couple of 6s. Hello Toddy will come in for an open. Eccentric's gonna have a weird spot with a playable holding here. About middle-ish position for both these players. Don't expect another 3-bet, but it might come in again. No, we do just see the call. Jack 4 suited for Padilla in the big. They're suited and booted. They do play call. 8-7-5 flop. So we got a straight draw for Hello Toddy to the 4 or 9. Pair of 6s is still best. Eccentric with 2 overs, backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. Padilla with a straight draw to the 6. And then I guess they have a backdoor straight draw in there as well to 9-10. But that of course would lose to Eccentric, who bets 2 blinds on the flop. Padilla folds with no heart on the board. Hello Toddy will come along in some manner. Maybe just play call here. Evaluate on the turn. Deuce diamonds, a good card for Eccentric to barrel. And it's also a fair card for Hello Toddy as it's an undercard to the 6s. 11.5 blinds in the middle. Eccentric goes in the tank with 27.5. Makes it 6.6 blinds. Sizes up the river jam. I don't know what to do with the 6s here. I'm pretty scared. Hello Toddy, a very strong player. We'll see what they elect to do on the brick turn. They go in the tank and let it go. Eccentric gets another one through. 39 blinds for him. Very well. Or very much deserved. Very well, he says. 9-9 for Drew. Will open under the gun. Padilla with a couple of kings. European folding a 9. MDF in the big. Might 4-bet. After Padilla sticks in a 3-bet. Or do we just fold in the big blind and let Drew with the under the gun raise go to war with the big stack? We will find out shortly. Padilla goes in the tank. We'll make it about 9 blinds. 9.3 is the size. MDF starting to think things through here as they're in a difficult situation. Oh, they do fold in. Drew snap folds as well. So the kings get just the open and the blinds there. Not too much action. Another situation under the gun raise. This time Darwin with 9s. Padilla with kings on the button. What's going on, Poker Stars? Are you just trying to set the man up for a victory? Knock out a couple 40 blind stacks. Drew Durs found a way to get away from it. We'll see what Darwin elects to do. Another 3-bet will come in here. Maybe about 6 blinds, 6.5. Hopefully Darwin doesn't 4-bet. If they do, it's not really a surprise, but they just fold as well. Both Drew and Darwin get away from the 9s pre-flop. Wow, that's kind of fun to see there. Padilla with 7s this time. We'll open it on up from the cutoff. MDF with a pocket pair of 3s on the button. We're playing 54 blinds deep here. We could come along to the flop. We have Drew and Darwin in the blinds. 2 strong players. MDF says we'll call still. Darwin with Jack 10 suited in the big blind calls as well. Queen 4 flop, so the 7s are still good. Fair flop for 3s, I suppose. I don't know if we want to call a bet though. It's under 2 blinds. Oof. I don't know. We still might just want to ditch our threes. We still got Darwin in the big. They got a backdoor royal flush draw, Darwin does. We get a raise from the threes. MDF playing aggressive with the 3-3. 7-7 is a little worried. Obviously, it's a pretty dry board. Hard to come up with some bluffs here. And you don't necessarily expect it to be a smaller pocket pair going for value. 8 on the turn as Padilla does find the call. MDF says that's a fair card as Darwin would have picked up a straight flush draw to the 9 of diamonds. MDF bets again, 6.7 blinds. I'm terrified with sevens. Padilla might sniff out another call, however. Oh no, they do let it go. Nicely done by MDF. 64 blinds as they go up. They'll be down, well, not down to, but they'll be hanging out with 54 blinds. Padilla with 62 and an ace from the hijack. They'll come on in from the open. King Queen for Hello Toddy in the big. Drew Durs with ace 10. Oh, couple playable holdings here. I don't know if either one wants to 3-bet though. Drew does stick it into 6 blinds. I'm a little worried for Drew here. Hello Toddy could 4-bet from the big blind. And Padilla could always 4-bet with the e7. Oh, not necessarily likely. Maybe the 3-bet just gets through pre. Yeah, a7 hits the muck. Good stuff for Drew. They're up at up to 36 blinds hanging out. So 5 players get paid. That means we need 4 players to bust to make the money, which is interesting to note. 72k and a few extra pennies on top of that. Ace 3 for Hello Toddy. In the small we'll play call. Ace 5 for Padilla. 10-6 4 flop. Flop goes bet fold and we're moving along. Ace Queen for Proud flop. King Queen for Darwin. We'll get an open. I don't know if Darwin 3-bets here. Do we play call from the cutoff? This is not comfortable. This is an under the gun +1 raise from Proud flop, the small stack. Coming in off 20 blinds. All in is the play by Darwin, and I think we get called here. Big rip by Darwin, 30 blinds effective. If I'm Proud flop, I sniff out a call, but we'll see what they elect to do. We got 4 players to the money. We're so far away from that. We got to play for chips here. Proud flop does go in the tank. We can't expect to just somehow make the money. Oh no, Proud flop lets it go. Darwin gets it through with the worst holding, of course. King Queen suited. I guess it's nice to see Darwin with a few pennies, 34 blinds, and a king and a queen. Middle position comes in for the open. King 3 for eccentric. Lets it go. King 4 for Celoine. Celoine plays call and flops a little pair of 4s. 7-4-2 flop. No help for Darwin. No backdoor straight draws or nothing. Just 1, or I guess 3 clean outs to the queen. Wow, that was difficult to get out. Anyways, we got a 9 on the turn. Little pair of 4s. Feels a little bit comfy. Bets 1.7 blinds. If I'm Darwin, I just let this bad boy go, but Darwin has other things up their sleeve. 32 blinds. Playing about 29 effective. We'll see what they want to do. It just looks like a fold, doesn't it? They play call and find 4 on the river. I mean, there's so many straight draws, right? 10-8, 8-6, 3-2, or 3-5, sorry. All that's open-ended, and then there's a whole bunch of other varieties of that. There's even like 6-5, which is more likely than the 3-5. Anyways, Celoine bets 6 blinds on the river, and Darwin does find the fold with king high. Ace 8 for Hello Toddy will come on in for the open off the 38 blind stack, being the biggest stack left in the hand. 8-4 for proud flop in the big. Would have been kind of cool to see them pick up some chips here. Instead, they're hanging out with about 16. King 9 suited for MDF will come on in for the open under the gun. European with Queen 9. I don't know why I think you're going to play that. That will swiftly hit the muck. Proud flop with Ace 5 suited. Probably folds from the small, but could always 3-bet, I suppose. Eccentric goes in the tank with Jack 3. Oh, their eyes must be away from the screen, as this is not a 3-betting spot. Not with this holding. Not in this, with the chip distribution here with the king. With the 53, the big stack, second place position, opens under the gun. Eccentric, wasting time bank, unfortunately. What place are they in? Oh, they are in like 6, aren't they? So maybe there would be a little bit more 3-bets. I thought they were in like 4th place. But then you see Darwin there, Drew Durs, Hello Toddy, Celowan, Padilla. So there would actually be a few 3-bets there. My apologies, not Jack 3-0 as Eccentric lets it go. 7-10 for Padilla. Sorry, I just had to kill some time there as Eccentric was wasting time bank. So a lot of mouth vomit, or word vomit came out. What's going on here? European with an ace. Eccentric with an ace, and we see Queen in the small. Hopefully European just finds a way to let go of this hand here. They could always min raise. Interesting spot for European. They might want a suited ace. So they do let it go. Padilla with those queens will probably raise to like 3 blinds. And take it down pretty. I don't think we want to limp here. 3.5 blinds is the size. Jack 2 for MDF in the big. We'll find the fold and we're moving along. 5-5 for Eccentric. 9-10 suited for Hello Toddy. We could see either player open it on up from early position. Otherwise, we'll see an open from Padilla with the King Queen. European with another ace that's unsuited. Can't make any straight. Snap fold. Hello Toddy does find the open. Would be cool to see Padilla 3-bet here. I don't know what to do with the 9-10 suited. Do we just let it go facing like a small 3-bet? Such a playable holding. We're unblocking bluffs, I think. King Queen just plays call and flops 3 of a kind. Backdoor flush draw. Hello Toddy with a backdoor straight flush draw. 6.6 blinds in the middle. Hello Toddy sizing up a bet. Oh, we do check it on over. Are we done with the pot? Check calling feels really weird on this board. Padilla might say, if you check it on over, you probably don't have much, or do you have a little bit of showdown value that it could sneak out 2 blinds of value? From Hello Toddy says, oh, I do call, and I smack it 10. How about that, dealer? It's a non-diamond. Hello Toddy's in real trouble. 11 blinds in the middle. 8.8 blinds is the bet, and like, can we fold now? Surely we have to call. Hello Toddy will let us know. Hello Toddy's a very strong player, but I know them more to be more aggressive than they are like making big folds. Even though every once in a while pre-flop they fold jacks. Like, I've seen that multiple times, and the 10 here finds the fold. Hello Toddy is super capable of making folds. I should have just known it was coming in. Whoa, what a play by Hello Toddy to pick up a pair on the turn there after floating the flop. Picks up showdown value and says, I'm no good here. Nicely done. Ace deuce suited for proud flop will come on in for the open. But yeah, like I was saying, Hello Toddy's fold jacks pre-flop multiple times, and it's usually like a ace king for some sort of shit, you know? And the ace king takes it down pre. It's like ace 8-0 or something. It comes in for an under the gun open. No, I don't know. Remember. Anyways, we'll move along with this hand here instead of my poor recollection of Hello Toddy's holdings. We got a pair of 6s for Darwin. Proud flop has jack shit, so they check back the flop. 5 blinds in the middle. We'll go Darwin's way as they bet 3 on the 7 turn. Ooh! would you look at this here? Queen for Hello Toddy. Darwin with a couple of tens. Blind on blind. We'll get a Padilla open with the King Jack O. I don't know how this one goes down. Does Darwin just call pre here? Or do we just rip it in 32 blinds and then Hello Toddy will rip it all in for 35? Padilla will get out of the way. Or does Darwin call? No. Damn it. 10-10, a very reasonable rip, but I think they only have one out here. Is Drew folded one? Hello Toddy will rip it all in from the big blind. Padilla will surely get out of the way. Back to our straight draw. No, nothing, eh? Ace on the river. Darwin is Gonzo. Alonzo. Hello Toddy picks up this big stack. They're in first place now. 72 blinds for him. So that's fun to see because Hello Toddy will throw these chips around very frequently. And it's going to be strong plays as they open up the A6 03 blinds from the button. European will probably rip A7. Get a quick call from Hello Toddy. Or 7 more blinds. Does Hello Toddy find another fold here? I would say there's too much suited broadways that would just stick it in, I think. Pocket pairs like 5s. Through deuces? Do deuces still rip it in here? Weird spot. Hello Toddy's going to think this one through for a little bit. A6 is a weird hand. We are going to chop the pot sometimes. Jack will do. We do chop it on up. European survives. Not much doing here, but Hello Toddy has a lot of chips again. So 10 and a 5 will be an open. King 3 for Celowan in the big. I suppose we could 3-bet, but I don't know if King 3 really wants to. Celowan does just wisely find the fold. No reason to play stupid aggressive. Ace 10 for MDF will open it on up from early position. Drew Durs with King Jack suited. Very playable holding. 33 blinds. We're 3 players off the money. We got European off 11 blinds. Proud flop off 12. And then Eccentric off 29. So Drew with 33 is in a weird spot. Same with Celowan. So we're probably going to see them 3 play very patiently. Drew, Celowan, and Eccentric. And then European will look for a spot or two. Same with Proud Flop as we got a Queen 10-0 for European. We'll rip it all in from the cutoff. And take it down pre, and they'll be up to 13 blinds. That was difficult. Holy shit. Jack 9 for Hello Toddy. They'll come on in for the open. What if it wasn't Hello Toddy who folds the jacks pre? I think it was. I think I've seen Hello Toddy fold jacks pre before. Ace Jack, they'll come on in for the open. It must have been a good play. I can't recall. I shouldn't have even said anything as they go for the open, and I took like 5 seconds there to think about it, and it's like, you know, Brendan, just move on, dude. But then I started to think there's a situation with like aces and 10s. Something like 10s come for the under the gun open. Aces 3-bet. Jacks fold the big or something like that. Then 10s get it all in, I think. And I don't remember who the other players were. So like I don't even remember if it's Hello Toddy folding the jacks in the big blind. Anyways, we got a pair of 7s for Hello Toddy and a little pair of 4s for Padilla, the 2 big stacks. I don't know if we put many pennies in here. Ace on the turn. Padilla will put a few more in. Yeah, I think both players wanted to keep this pot small on the flop with the Jack 7-4. Lots of draws out there. Padilla makes 2 pairs top and bottom on the turn. They will put in a sizable bet here, 3.6 blinds. I thought they'd go even bigger on such a wet board. They do give Hello Toddy a price where they could always think about coming along. But the pair of 7s, of course. Hello Toddy will think about it for half a second and find a fold. Proud Flop with Ace 10-0 will come on in for the early position open to 2 blinds. Off the 10 blind stack. Interesting little happening here. MDF with 6-5 suited. We'll let that go. Hello Toddy in the small. 8-7 suited. And Eccentric in the big with a suited ace. Looks like we're going 3 ways to a flop. Unless eccentric 3-bets here. They do have a holding that could do it, but they do play call Jack 10-7 flop. Interesting little happening for proud flop off the 10 blind stack. I've got no idea what to do here. Like, do we bet our second pair? Middle pair on the flop? Jack 10-7. There's 8-9. That makes us straight. There's like king queen. That might put some pressure on us. I don't know if we can face the heat. The all in on the flop. I don't know if we can call if we face a check raise. And on the turn here, Hello Toddy sees a 5, and they're going to bet their straight draw and little pair of 7s. This is certainly going to put some pressure on the pair of 10s, but I think we have to call one. No flush draw, but so many straight draws out there. King, queen, queen, 9, 9, 8, 8, 6, 6, 4, 8, 4, 4, 3. That probably isn't in there. We'll probably just quit calling out all the straight draws. Anyways, proud flop is tinking it on through. They got about 40 more seconds for me to kill, so we'll see about this one here, as they might just find the fold. Sometimes when we think this long, we do just find the fold. We get a 4 of diamonds on the river, so some straights complete. 6, 8, 6, 3. There's still way too many missed straight draws, so repping that 8-6 probably isn't the best idea. River goes check check, and proud flop will take down 13 blinds or so. Ooh, European's got ace queen in the big. Hello Toddy with 8-7 in this. Oh, walk. 8-7-0 just hits the muck. Hello Toddy doesn't even think about an open there. That's unfortunate. 10-10 for eccentric. Ace deuce for Hello Toddy. Will open it on up from the cutoff, I think. That deuce is a real shitty card to have, but Hello Toddy still comes on in for the open 20 blinds. Eccentric might rip them all in. All in is the play, and they'll take it down pre. Swift fold from Hello Toddy. Looks like a little break. I'll swiftly fast forward. Ace 4 for eccentric. That looks like a playable holding. Fold it around to him. I wonder if we use an all-in size here pre-flop. Weird spot. Do we just go raise big? No, we'll min raise and take it down pre. That works too. Ace 2 suited for Hello Toddy looks like a play, and then we got a Celoan, Ace King, Queen Jack for European. I suppose that can just fold. Yeah. Celoan will stick in a 3-bet though. We'll see if it's an all-in sizing. They're in position. They could play a little bit post-flop, although it would be super uncomfortable off a short stack. Ace King will just rip and look to take it down pre. Padilla in the tank with 7 and a king. They'll let that go eventually. And Ace 2 will swiftly fold. Right? 24 blinds. That's a big jam. Hello Toddy lets her go. 6-9 suited will hit the muck. King 7 for MDF. Might get a walk here. 9-2 for Padilla in the small blind. They might also just raise big and look to take it down pre. MDF could always play post, but they do get a walk. 8-7 suited for eccentric. Good looking hand, but way too early of a position. They just find the fold off the shorter stack. Queen 8 for Padilla on the button. We'll find the open to 2 blinds. King 4 for Drew in the big. Might let that go pre. It ain't no King 6 suited. No, it ain't. King 4-0 is just not the hand. They let it go. Oh, I see a King 6 suited, but that's from early position and European off the short stack. Lets it go. Ace 4 for Hello Toddy in the big blind. MDF with 10-9. Oh, could open the button. They say nope. Ace 3 for Drew. They limp. Hello Toddy might bump it up here. We could always just play post flop as well. Obviously. We got two options. Hello Toddy says, no, we got a third option, Brendan. We'll just rip it in and take it down pre. The eccentric gets a couple of kings. I don't see much for their opponents. Hello Toddy with an 8 and a jack in the small will probably get the opportunity to play it. Probably go for a raise. Eccentric goes for a 3-bet and takes it down. The question is, what size is Hello Toddy's raise pre-flop and what size is Eccentric's 3-bet? Hello Toddy goes 3.5, so I don't know what to do with the kings here. Do we go super small, like 7.5? It is small, like 7.7. Very interesting shit here. I don't think Hello Toddy. 5 bets. I suppose we could... No, we're not calling, right? We do 5-bet to 12 blinds. Oh, this is horrific for Hello Toddy. Eccentric's got the king. King in the big blind. We're not folding. We might just yoink it in. And Hello Toddy gets out of there. That's a big pot for Eccentric. 40 blinds for him. Hello Toddy with 42 in third place spot now. Whoa. Proud flop with Queen Jack suited. We'll rip it all in for 12 blinds. Looks like they'll get this through pre. Jack 3 for a European in the big. Ace 5 for Hello Toddy. Ace 3 for MDF is suited. They might open it up. They do. Hello Toddy gets out of there. European with King Queen could rip it in from the small. 8.5 blinds. King 10 for Celowan in the big blind. We do see the all in and hopefully a fold, but I don't know. I don't think so. You need a King 10 or Queen here, dealer. We find the Queen of the Diamonds on the river. European survives with 19 blinds. Everybody on the table says that sucks. European high fives all their buddies. So we're still just getting further away from the money as Proud Flop and European have found a way to pick up some chips. Hello Toddy, the big stack, gave some to Eccentric. Chip distribution is evening out. 9-8 suited for Eccentric will come under for the open, and King Queen for Proud Flop in the big might rip it in and take it down pre. Or do we call and play post flop? I don't think we ever find a smaller 3-betting size. The all-in play comes in 15 blinds. We'll take it down. Proud flop up to about 18. Ace 9 for Celowan on the button. We'll open Padilla in the big with a King Queen. We could see a third straight 3-bet from, what is it, the big blind? With King Queen O? I think European was in the small actually. Anyways, does not matter. Padilla could just play call, and they do find it. Ace 9 7 flop all Celowan, who will bet Padilla. I don't know why I keep saying European. 1.65 blinds is the bet by Padilla. What? Why'd I say Padilla now? That's Celowan. Padilla with the backdoor nut flush draw calls. Holy shit. That was a horrific little 10 seconds. Celowan, 2 pairs. We'll bet a little bit bigger, 5.8 blinds on the turn into 8.8. Padilla will get out of there on the brick 4 turn. MDF in the big with a king and a queen. Padilla with a queen and an 8. They're both suited and booted. We'll see a flop in some manner. Padilla might go for the big raise. I think if I'm MDF, I just call. Very playable holding. We'll keep in all the bullshit. We don't want to narrow his range down to the stronger holdings, I don't think. Like, this is beautiful. We both got a straight draw to the 9. This is exactly what MDF wants. A heart on the turn is a little dirty, but I suppose it would be cool to see, as Padilla would pick up equity. Give him a good reason to continue blasting off. Yeah, like the ace of hearts is really cool as Padilla blocks the nut straight. Got the heart draw. MDF makes the nuts. Beautiful card on the turn here. We are going to see some action. Potentially a bet and an all-in. We get a call and another heart on the river, so Padilla makes their heart draw, the second nuts. MDF with the best possible straight, probably going to call down here. And they're going to be Gonzo Alonso. Padilla's high-fiving all their buddies. Quickly going to stick it all in after they find the last friend. There they go. And a snap call by the straight, and MDF is Gonzo Alonso. Huge pot for Padilla as they're up to 86 blinds. Double what Hello Toddy has and then some. We're going to see a big flip here. 9-9 versus Ace-King suited. Silouan opens from early-ish, middle-ish position. And then Hello Toddy in the big blind with a 9 and the 9 for 30 blinds. Effective will rip it all in. Silouan will quickly call. We're going to need to see an ace, a king on the flop. Now we need to see a 9. A 9 dealer? No. Hello Toddy is down to 10 blinds and 63 slides Silouan's way. Come on, dealer. Why is Hello Toddy down to 9 blinds? They had this big ass stack, yo. I suppose they could still make the money as we had that big cooler with Padilla and whoever the heck that other player was. How don't I remember already? King Jack will stick it all in. Ace King for an eccentric in the big blind. This is unfortunate happening for Hello Toddy. They're going to need to find a Jack or they're going to be Gonzo Alonso. That Queen would have been useful to see on the flop. Hello Toddy could have used it. Anyways, about 25%. There's a Queen. 10 on the turn. We got a straight draw and a 9 on the river. Hello Toddy survives. 24 blinds slide their way. Eccentric says, what the fuck, dude? They have 26 bigs, I suppose. They're still hanging out just fine in third place. 5-7-0 for Eccentric might come in for the open here. We might keep the pot small with a limp. We might just fold. Preserve our pennies. We see a 3 blind open. King 8 suited for European is very playable. We might just want to go to a flop. We could rip it in, look to take it down. European plays call and we get a King 9-3 flop. Not much doing for Eccentric, but a backdoor straight draw or 2 backdoor flush draw. We might go for a bet on the King high board. Look to take it down often. We bet small, 1.4 blinds. So obviously isn't going to get the job done as European flop top pair. We'll see a bet and probably a call, right? 10 of spades on the turn is interesting. Only the 5 of spades, but Eccentric might continue to tell the story here. Not quite what European wanted to see as spades complete. Queen Jack makes a straight, but Eccentric gives up the bluff. European will probably bet small, looking to take the pot down. And Eccentric probably just gets the heck out of there. If European checks, that's interesting. We get the ace of clubs on the river. It's not a spade, but Eccentric can still fire a barrel here. And hopefully European finds a way to call. Oh, it's super small. 2.22 blinds. Quick call by European. The bet needed to be much bigger if you wanted to get the job done. I don't think you need to overbet jam, but like... not on a board where there's a straight and a flush possibility out there. But I think you should go for a bigger bet. You still might get called by the pair of kings. So Eccentric might have been targeting a different holding instead of a pair of kings. So maybe that's why they went for the smaller bet. So it still makes sense, I suppose. It just didn't work out in this instance. Then Eccentric takes the king jack and rips it all in from the button. Takes it down pre. Pick up a few pennies there. 22 blinds for Eccentric, who's still hanging out in a fair spot. They still got the opportunity to see European bust. Hello Toddy could bust. Drew Durs could bust. Proud flop with the short stack could bust. Queen 10 for European will raise and take it down pre. Right? No, 4-10 suited calls. We get an ace queen 7 flop, 2 hearts. 10-4 for proud flop, defends the big blind, flops the heart draw, European with the pair of queens. They bet 2 blinds. Does proud flop rip and take it down on the flop here? What a little happening. If they jam, they take it down, they call and make a flush. European with that pair of queens will check it on back. Proud flop might lead out. They say no, I check. I'm pretty sure European just gives it up now. Obviously, we can see Proud Flop has the flush, but like the queen isn't too comfy here. Another ace on the river. Okay, we're feeling a little comfy. We don't expect a 7 to bluff. There's still like Jack 10, King Jack with a heart. What about like 8-9 with a heart? 6-5 with a heart? No, 6-5 with a heart wouldn't exist. You're going to see so much more suited stuff than unsuited stuff. So I expect European just to find the fold, but maybe we call. Maybe we call. But like when you think about it, doesn't just like King Jack, Jack 10, unsuited, sorry. What about like Jack 9 unsuited? So it'd just be Jack 9 with a heart. Maybe not on the ace queen 7 flop. Yeah, like it's hard to find bluffs there, so European says I'll let it go. Look for a better spot like 10-10 versus ace queen. Celowan with ace 9 suited could stick in a 3-bet here. They play call from the button. Padilla, I think 3-bets ace queen. European probably rips after thinking about it for a second. Celowan will get out of the way. Padilla will obviously call. See a big flip here. 10 blinds is the size. It's a big 3-bet. 5th best hand in poker. We're probably sticking it all in. About 20 blinds effective. We got 2 in the middle. All in is the play and a quick call from the ace queen. We're looking for the ace or queen here. We got straight draw for European. That doesn't really matter as it bricks out. The 10s hold. Boppity boo. Europeans back in the game. We're for the first time in the game. They started this bad boy off as a short stack. They're in 3rd place now. Comfy 45 blind stack. As Celowan raises ace 8 and takes it down pre. They're just behind Padilla now. 61 blinds and 62 blinds respectively. Ace Jack for eccentric under the gun. They'll open it on up. Ace 5 for Proud Flop. 3-bet. Oh, it would have been cool to see Queen 3 suited for Hello Toddy in the big blind. We'll just let it go. European with Ace Jack, a newfound stack. Or sorry, Ace 10. Newfound stack still will come on in for the open under the gun. King Jack for Padilla with 62 blinds. Could 3-bet here. Look to recuperate a few chips. They go in the tank. It's probably coming in here. 6.5 blinds is the size. And if I'm European, I'm terrified and I just let it go. We'll see how the ace 10 is played by European, however. Let's see a flop. That'd be cool. Bloated pot, 2 big stacks, go to war. Nah, European just lets it go. Ace 10 again for Europeans. He's an ace queen under the gun open. Jack for Drew Durs. Eccentric with ace jack. So we're going to see a whole bunch of aces folded. A jack folded. A 10. Another jack is folded. So Drew doesn't have any outs if ace queen hits on the flop here. Or turn or river, of course. What I'm saying is ace queen can't make a pair. Or the flush, obviously. 9 of hearts on the river. Drew Dirts is Gonzo Alonzo. 39 blinds. Slides Celowan's way. Blinds go up. Celowan, the big stack, has 60. Proud flop with 16 blinds. Could come in for an under the gun open. Might just rip it in as well. I don't think we can fold. Oh, wait. How many players are we at? We're at 6. 5 make the money and ace jack hits the muck under the gun. I guess we can fold. We got Hello Toddy off 16 blinds, eccentric off 16. Would have expected to see an open there. Not a rip necessarily in this situation. Proud flop just lets her go. Teaches me a lesson. Ace 10 for European limps it in. Flops top pairs. Celowan with a pair as well. The bottomest of pairs. Sees a big bet on the flop. Big bet on the flop. 2 blinds into 2.75. So the big bet gets called. 7 blinds in the middle, 7 on the turn. 2 pairs for Celowan. European checks it on over. They know they're in danger here. Selawan ting through. Says I gotta bet large here. Size up a river jam. Looks like an overbet. 8.5 blinds is the size. I would have went a little smaller, but this still looks like a bluff if I'm being honest with you. European says, I've got the ace of clubs. What are you bluffing with here? Oh, top pair, top kicker just folds the turn. As Selawan smacks 2 pairs. What a play by European. Some might call that a nitty fold, but I think that's wizardry right there. Wow. Queen Jack for eccentric will open it on up. Ace 9 for proud flop in the big blind. Holy shit, what a fold. Top pair, top kicker says, not only do I want the 17,000, I want to preserve my life. 28 blinds will move along in third place as Queen Jack makes top pair. Proud flop calls pre, so they don't have a whole lot of reasons to hang in there. The pot's not bloated or nothing. Jack 4-3 flop. Eccentric goes in the tank. Might be sizing up a bet here. I thought it was going to go big. They go 1.1, super small, and ace 9 hits the muck swiftly. 10-10, eccentric will be right back in there, and proud flop has King Jack. A 3-betting holding sometimes, but not in this situation. If we were in the money, they might rip it in pretty. In this instance, they just elect to snap fold. King Jack 13 blinds. Maybe not on a final table in this situation when there's so much money on the line. Anyways, we get a Jack 8 defend from the big blind and an Ace Queen Jack flop. Not the best news for Padillas. They got a pair of jacks, but 2 overcards, plenty of straight possibilities, flush possibility. All these draws out there. You got a pair of jacks. You're not too happy about seeing the bet. The 10s do bet 1.2 blinds. Yikes. Do we even call the bet on the flop or do we just let it go? Padilla goes in the tank here. They do find a call. 8 on the turn. Good news for Padilla. They're just sweating a king or a 10 now. Well, I mean, there's still a club draw and like... Obviously, there's other straight draws. Like a 9 or a 7 would complete other straights. Wouldn't it complete a straight for eccentric now? A 9 would? It sure would. That would be a straight. So eccentric's got the straight draw to the king or 9. A 10 would give him a set. They bet about half pot here. 3 blinds, sizing up a river jam. We get the king of hearts. So the flush bricks. Not that anybody had it, but Padilla might feel... Nah, we don't feel too comfy with our 2 pairs here. Bottom 2 pairs on an ace, king, queen, jack 8 board. Flush draw misses. We get an almost all in from the straight. 9.9 blinds. And Padilla lets go of the 2 pairs with an easier fold on the river there. If it was the king of clubs, it'd be a super easy fold, but like, still the king works. Ace deuce versus ace 10, we'll see an open and a 3-bet all in potentially. I don't think we call off the 13 blind stack. Ace 10 suited looks a little too pretty to fold. You know what? Proud flop's not afraid of looking for money. They say no, we'll still 3-bet here. The pocket pair will fold the big blind for Hello Toddy and Selawan swiftly folds. Another ace 10 suited. Proud flop isn't too happy about seeing this holding, but I think we have another open off the 17 blind stack. Folds around to eccentric in the big with 10-7 suited, who might come along to the flop here. We don't want to give proud flop chips though, so we might just fold pre. Very interesting spot. King Jack 2 flop. Backdoor flush draw for both players. Got a straight draw to the queen for proud flop, and eccentric has a backdoor straight draw or 2 in there. No pairs. We get a free deuce on the turn, but it's a club, of course, which makes it interesting as eccentric picks up a flush draw. If they lead, they can bet about what, like 3.5? Is that the size? 3.9 is the size by eccentric, and they will take the pot down. Ace high snap folds, nicely done by eccentric. 7-7 for Celowan. We'll raise under the gun and take it down pre. I don't really want to see anybody leave, but to be fair, I want to get into the money so we can just start throwing chips around liberally. King 9 versus King 4, blind on blind. European might just have to fold. They say no, we'll limp it in still. We're in 4th place now. We gotta pick up a chip or two if we can. Celowan with King 9-0. We'll check it back and we get a 10-8-7 flop. So open ender for Celowan. King high for both players still. European checks it on over. Sees the 1 blind bet and we'll get the heck out of there. King 10 for eccentric. Ace jack for Celowan. Get an open from the cutoff. What an interesting choice of an image. Just some cactus. Is that a cactus, yo? Why we got a cactus as the picture? I guess because it's prickly. Anyways, we see an ace jack open. Or sorry, not an open. That's a all-in play. 3-bet. 3-bet all-in. Celowan takes it down pre, and Helototti's got an ace and a king off 13 blinds. They'll min-raise. Padilla with 5-6-0 in the big could see a flop, and Celowan with ace 5-0 could 3-bet. Like, if Celowan's down to give Helototti some chips, that's kind of cool. They do stick in a 3-bet to 3.5 blinds. This is so they can fold to the 4-bet once it comes in here. I don't know if we want to play post flop with 10 blinds. I think we just rip it all in. Helototty will go in the tank and rip it all in. 13 blinds and take it down pre. Ace queen for Celowan, ace 10 for proud flop, and a 9 and a 9 for Padilla. Jack 10 suited for Helototty. We aren't going 4 ways to a flop, but it might be 3. Proud flop probably folds. If they rip, the action changes completely. 9-9 probably folds. We do see another all in by proud flop with the ace 10. Right, 9's fold here. Well, if you rip, Helototti's gone. They're out of the pot. If Padilla rips though, what does ace queen do? Whoa, we do get a 4-bet from the small. 12 blinds to go, and Celowan says, oh boy. Oh boy. What do we do with ace queen? Oh, I think we fold. Then we gotta flip for proud flop's life. But if Celowan rips, does proud flop fold? And then does Padilla fold? I think so. So if Celowan, they don't find it, and Padilla will take it down with a 9, so we don't even get a flip for proud flop's life, and they get king queen suited versus ace queen. They're gone. They're gonna need to see some hearts or a king here, dealer. They're gonna rip it all in for about 6 blinds. Padilla probably sticks the rest in, playing about 26 blinds effective. Proud flop sticks in 4.5 blinds. There's no folding here. Their life is on the line. Whew, so they got away from the flip. We'll see if that's gonna haunt him as he finds a queen. That's no help. We need a king, dealer. We don't find it. Boppity boo. We lose proud flop and we're in the money. Everybody's got about 17 grand locked up. 10-10 for Celowan. We'll open it on up under the gun. King jack for European in the big blind. Probably gonna click the call button. A 3-bet's cool, but it's not gonna come in here. King 8-5 flop. Celowan bets small, 1.2 blinds. European with top pair. Going nowhere. Don't think we raise. European sizing it up though. 3.5 blinds. That's kind of funny. Celowan not too happy about seeing this. Plays call swiftly. 3 on the turn. So if he has 6-7, it's still out there. Heart draws. What about like a jack 10, queen, jack of hearts, something wrapped around the king? What about 9, 10 of hearts? Yikes. Silhouette block some of that. Did we just fold on the turn to the 6 blind bet then? Oh, we find another call with 5 of spades on the river. There's a lot of pennies in the middle and there's about 13 behind. 25 in the middle, about a half pot size bet. A little bit more. European goes in the tank. Rips them all in, 13 blinds. I suppose all the bluffs missed, dude. Did we find the call here? 13 into a pot of what would be about 50. Celowan tinks it on out in the tank here. I think I would have folded on the turn, to be honest with you. Even though sometimes I still call down. But like once I have that 10 of hearts and I tink it on through. And I've got to come up with some imaginary bluffs for him to have. Like the only obvious one is 6-7. Which misses. Then hearts obviously miss. But like how many hearts are raising the flop like that? Very hard to find bluffs. Celowan finds a nice fold on the river there, saving themselves 13 blinds. European picks up a couple of queens. Ace deuce for Padilla will raise under the gun. European might click the 3-bet button. Sometimes you see a call. Now we're going to fold. We see a 3-bet to 7.5 blinds. And then Padilla could click it back. With a 4-bet here, ace 2 suited. They might prefer to have ace 5, but the ace 2 has the same properties. Padilla does just let it go. 9-9 for Toddy. We'll open it on up European with 41 blinds. We'll fold the 3s on the button. Queen 10 for Padilla in the big. We'll defend with a call. King, king, queen flop. Padilla makes a pair. The 5 blinds will slide their way and they'll get 1.5 more on top of that, providing there's no 9 on the turn. Padilla plays call. Jack on the turn. So a little straight draw to the 10 there. A 9 or a 10. Hello Toddy could try to bluff as well. You aren't getting a king to fold. You aren't getting a queen to fold on the turn, I don't think. But you might get an ace off the pot. With a straight draw or some shit. What about Jack 10? Can you get Jack 10 off the pot on the turn here? Padilla calls 9 on the river. They make a boat as Toddy makes a boat. Padilla makes a straight. And they block the straight flush. Padilla might just lead jam as a bluff. No, they check. Yeah, like that lead jam bluff doesn't make sense. Padilla doesn't fire the trigger, of course. Hello Toddy will rip it all in, hoping to get called. And if I'm Padilla, I think I find it. Hearts get there, straights get there. They got there on the turn, to be honest with you. We got that 10 of hearts, such a powerful card. Padilla finds the call, and 35 blinds do slide Toddy's way. They get the full double. Ace King versus aces. Ace King is suited. We see 2 hearts being folded. Padilla in the small. Sees a 2.2 blind open. Will 3-bet. Probably small here. So it might be like 5.7 or something silly. Do you ever make it like 4.5? 6.5. Interesting. Ace King nonetheless will rip it all in, looking to get it in good. Ace King suited, super strong holding, 24 blinds, last place position versus a Padilla 3-bet, who's been 3-betting aggressively the whole final table. They've had strong holdings almost every time, but they get it in great here. Heart on the turn, a 2 is a chop. 50 blinds in the end on the 5 river will slide Padilla's away. What a juicy turn card. Blinds go up 6-6 for Celowan. 4-handed will open under the gun. Ace 10 suited in the big for European. We're going to see a flop dealer. How are we going to see it? I don't know if we get it all in pre, so I think European just calls. 9-5-5. Yeah, European just wants to see a flop here at 30 blinds deep. We cover Toddy. 4 players. We've locked up about 25 grand, 10 grand pay jump. Yeah, I think we just want to hang out a little bit. Like maybe Celowan suffers a cooler. 10 on the turn here, anywho. Celowan looking for a 6. Finds the 5 on the river, so both players make a boat. No bets go in, so it's kind of interesting. It's hard to find bluffs on the river here, so if European bets, 6s are in a weird spot as they see a 2x overbet. Such a weird spot. Like, what comes up with the bluff here? It's just got to be some sort of like 6 high, 7 high. But then you'd expect some of that to bluff on the turn. So then is it like 8 high, jack high? Would a jack high just randomly bet 2x overbet the pot, looking to take it down? Maybe. Anyways, 6s hit the mark. What is 6 high bet on the turn? Like a 6-7? With a little straight draw or some shit? Maybe. So maybe a 6 high shows up on the river. 7 high. My apologies. Anyways, we move along. King 5 versus 10-5. 10-5 finds a pair. Jack 10-6 flop. Celowan with a backdoor flush draw. Backdoor straight draw. Sees an ace of diamonds on the turn. Juicy, juicy card. Got a flush draw and straight draw for Celowan. European just with a pair of 10s, however. They bet 1 blind. Celowan can't go nowhere. Did we raise the turn here? We might get a 10 off the pot here. No, Celowan calls. We get a 3 on the river. Brecky, break, 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 break. European bets. No, they don't. Check and a call. Your Celowan don't bluff. Another 1 blind bet by European. Would be cool to see a bluff by Celowan on the river blocking the king queen. Yeah, it would. You don't really want to have diamonds here. So Celowan might just let it go. They do go in the tank for a second. They might stick in the raise, make it like 6 blinds, take it down. No, they don't. Hello, Toddy with an ace from the cutoff. We'll find the fold. European now in second place with about 38 blinds. Celowan in third with 35. Limps it in with 4 and an 8 to the same suit. Queen 8 checks it back. King 10-7 flop. So a little flush draw for Padilla with the 8 of spades in their holding. Backdoor straight draws for him. Not much doing for Celowan with a backdoor straight draw and 8 high. Sees a 1 blind bet and we'll get the heck out of there. Although a raise would somehow be cool if that ever came in. No reason to, of course. King 10 for European will come out in for the open. Ace Jack for Padilla. Get a raise and a call from the small. 9-9-2 flop goes check. European with that king of hearts. I don't know if we want to bet with it. I think we want to check. Maybe we bet. European says, what the heck, we just stick out a bet. 1.4 blinds, what you gonna do, bucko? Backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw? No backdoor straight draw for Bedelia, but the backdoor flush draw and ace high still finds the call. Picks up a deuce of diamonds on the turn, so the board is double paired. 2 flush draws out there. European blocks both. And still has the range advantage from raising pre-flop. They do check back the turn. Deuce on the river makes a boat. Hard for Padilla to rep 10s or better here. Or a 9, I suppose. A 9 would make him the best hand. Otherwise, they're going to chop it on up, but European can still put out a bluff here. Question is, what size do we go? They went 2x over bet before. Do we do it again? No, we check, and we'll chop it up. A6 for Toddy in the small blind. King 9 for European in the big. We could see a little bit of fireworks spree, as both players have some like hands that are on the cusp of being strong with an ace and a suited king. Every once in a while they like to put in some bets pre-flop. Instead we go check or limp check. King e2 flop goes check. European tinks and checks and makes a pair of nines on the turn. Not much doing for Toddy, and they got that ace of hearts. I don't know if we want to call it down. Do we want to bluff with it? 2.5 blinds in the middle, and they do mean a little bit more to Toddy right now, I think. Just wants to make sure they don't drown. King 9 finds a pair, sees a 3.5 blind bet on the turn. Toddy's going to fire away on the river if it's hard. Jack 10 also makes a straight on the turn here. Get a call, and it's a heart. Toddy's got a fire. The question is, what size do we go? Is there a size other than all in? 2x, overbet the pot, rip it all in. Toddy goes in the tank. All in is the play, and King 9 swiftly folds. Nicely done by Toddy to get that pot. Stay in the game. They're still in fourth, but they got 30 blinds still. European in second place with 33. Jack 8 will raise to 3.5 blinds from the small. Celowan with 7-2 and 34 blinds. Who had more chips there? I don't know. Doesn't matter. What's most important is that we got three players pretty well tied up. Hello Toddy limps in 5-6 suited. Celowan in the small with 8-10 suited. Plays call as well. King 7 for Padilla in the big. Says let's see a flop. King. Ooh, is that two pairs? And it's a queen, by the way. Queen 6-5 flop. Not a king. My brain's broken. Two pairs for Toddy. They'll go for a Betsky, and the other two will probably just get the heck out of there. Padilla in the big with 3 in a row, but no heart. Says 5 blind bet. I'm out of here, dealer. Two pairs takes the pot down. King 7 for Celowan. I think we just fold. Queen 5 for Padilla. Could raise it on up here. 3.5 blinds is the size, and another 6-5 suited for Toddy in the big will play call. A 3 bet is cool. If we go in the tank, I think it's coming in. Nah, they land on the call. Ace, king, queen flop. 1 spade. Toddy's out of there. Padilla could bet like 1 blind. Ooh, we land on a check of all the options. Toddy's going to be interested about that too. Say, what's going on there? I think you got a weak holding. I'm going to be able to get you off this pot right now. Right now. Or is it just aces? Is it just Jack 10 that smacked the flop? Toddy says, we're about to find out. We're going to bet 2.5 blinds. Padilla probably plays call for 1. Let's see a spade, dealer. I don't care which one, but a 5 would also be super. Oh, it can't be the 5 of spades. Whoa, queen check folds. Toddy takes the pot down. Just on the flop there. Nicely done by Hello Toddy. Reading into the check on the flop. 6 high, backdoor flush draw takes the pot down. Jack 10 for Celowan, raises to 2 blinds from the cutoff, and European in the big with the queen 7-0 will let her go. Let her go. Ace 10 for Padilla, raising from the cutoff. Celowan in the big with a king and a 2 will fold. 10-10 for Padilla in the big blind. Sees a limp, we'll raise it on up. 3.5 blinds is the size, and they take it on down. Jack 10 for Celowan. Looks like an open. Playing from the button. Hello Toddy in the big blind with 3-5 suited. Holy, I've never had so many slip ups. Maybe I have. Anyways, we get an ace 6-2 flop. We got a straight draw for Toddy to the 4, backdoor flush draw. Celowan with a couple of overcards and a backdoor straight draw. Bets 1.5 blinds on the flop here into 5. Toddy might raise it on up, looking to take it down on the flop. They say no, we'll just go to the queen of hearts on the turn. No help for Toddy, but they still got that straight draw to the 4. They'll see another bet here as Sutherland picks up a straight draw to the 9. They bet 5.3 blinds, which is really interesting as Hello Toddy has a 5 and a 3, of course. And Hello Toddy folds. 7-10 for Padilla. They open it on up to 2 blinds from the button. Hello Toddy with 7 jack in the small is thinking about something here. They raised to 7.5 blinds. They're going to get this one through, but where the hell did this come from, Toddy? Where the hell did this one come through? Or come from? Padilla goes in the tank. Is it not going to get through? It does. It does get through. A7 for Toddy from the button. Celowan in the big with 30 some blinds could play King 8-0 here. I don't think we 3-bet. Do we? No, we just call Queen 6-2 flop. Goes check bet fold and we're moving along, I suppose. Hello Toddy could check it back. They bet 2 blinds though. That'll get the job done. A7 for Toddy. They open it on up to 2 blinds. Celowan calls from the small with the 5 and the 5. We get a 9-8-8 flop. 3 in a row for Toddy. Backdoor. Best flush draw. Under pair for Celowan with the 5-5. Backdoor. Nothing. They have a boat draw. We see a 6 on the turn. Interesting card as both players got straight draws now. Celowan bets 1.3 blinds into 5.5. Hello Toddy says, okie dokie, rainbow board. We're off to the river. A 5 would be so cool. Raise on the turn here. Hello Toddy bumps it up to 6 blinds. Celowan calls 9 on the river. The counterfeit 2 pair. Does Celowan lead jam? Nah, they check and give it up. Hello Toddy checks and wins. Boppity boo. And we got a little break to skip through. King Queen Celowan will open it on up. 8-5 for Toddy in the big. They just let it go. 7-7. Celowan will open it on up. European in the big blind with 9-6 suited. They play call. 10-6-2 flop. Goes check. Bet 1.5 blinds. 9-6 with that little pair. It's going to be tough to hang in there and have the best hand. We see the 3 of hearts on the turn. Celowan 7s looking clean. Picking up a heart draw. Just no 9 or 6 dealer that isn't a heart. Obviously there's only one of that, the 9 of hearts. Anyways, Celowan. He blinds in the middle. They check it back. Make the flush on the King of Hearts river. And again, European just had a hard time winning this pot on the flop. So you almost think about folding. They say, I have to call one. Little card on the turn completes the flush. Big card on the river. 4 of the same suit out there. Celowan with the flush. Had European right from the get-go. They bet 2.4 blinds. And now if European's looking to turn their hand into a bluff here, that'd be super cool. I don't know what size you'd go other than all in. And that seems way too difficult. As they go in the tank. Raise. Stick it in. Like, do you just make it all in? I don't know what size to go other than all in. 12? Like, you wouldn't make it 15, I don't think. They play call. Oh no, Celowan shows him the 7s with a heart. European then gets 10s versus aces. This is horrific news. European is pretty well Gonzo Alonzo. They're going to need a 10 or some sort of hearts. they raise to 3 blinds. Celowan will make it like 6.5 or something disrespectful. Whoa, we call and get a king queen 10 or king queen 4 flop. Sorry. European says I check, dealer. I check. I wave the white flag. Celowan, do we check? Give him a free card? Let it be a jack. No, but he does bet small, about 2 blinds into 6.5. I don't know if European folds yet. There's no flush draw. There's still straight draws, though. Jack on the turn. Good stuff. European picks up equity. Ace or a 9. 10 obviously would give Celowan a straight and European a set. But I don't think if either player makes a straight, I don't think we get many pennies in here. We see about a 4 blind bet on the turn. European goes in the tank with a straight draw. Do we rip as a bluff? That'd be cool to see. We do rip as a bluff. So we could have got away from the 10s. Could have got away from the cooler. Instead, I think Celowan will find the call here with the ace and the ace. Got about 13%. We find an 8 on the river, so Celowan's aces hold up. Big play. Blinds go up. Celowan with ace king 8-9 suited for Toddy in the big. Get a raise and a call, and we're off to the flop. Raise and a call, and we're 3 betting. Oh no, bad timing. Celowan 3-handed ace king. 4 bet non all in. Weird spot. We do 4 bet non all in. Make it 12 blinds to go. Now does Hello Toddy call? Do we just blast it off? We do call and flop beautifully. Open-ended straight flush draw. 25 blinds in the middle. Celowan will bet like 2. Right? Hello Toddy rips. Or does Celowan check? They do find a check jack on the turn, so straight completes for Toddy. Toddy bets like 4 blinds. 7 is the size. This might be too big. Celowan still call. Like there's ace, queen, spades. Your opponent doesn't have to have the nut straight every time. What about like ace 5 of spades you block, ace jack of spades you block. We do see a call ace on the river is probably bad news for Celowan. There's only 19 blinds behind and there's already 40 in the middle. The second nut is it second or third nut straight? Oh no, Toddy checks? Does Celowan check? We're 3-handed. We got top pair, top kicker, and a 4 bet pot. I still rip. But I don't know. Does Celowan find a way to check this one back? Toddy's not going to be happy about seeing this if they do see the check back. They do see a check back. Toddy shows him the straight. Oh no. Toddy missing out on about 18 blinds of value there potentially. Maybe Celowan finds a fold facing the jam on the river. We'll never know though. 9-6 Toddy will limp it on in. Celowan with jack 8-0. Probably pretty ticked off. Checks it on back. 7-3-2 flop. So we got some stuff going on for Celowan, and A little bit of stuff going on for Toddy. Both players backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draws. We get an 8 of spades on the turn, so Toddy is open-ended. Celowan picks up top pair. 2 blinds in the middle. We'll see how many more go in on the turn here. 3.5 is the bet by Tot. Celowan ain't folding. Toddy's looking for a 10, a 9, a 5. Finds the 10 of hearts on the river. If I'm Celowan, I might be calling a bet here as I've got that jack of hearts, blocking jack 9, blocking hearts. Got a pair of 8s. It's going to be a big bet. 13.5 blinds. I don't think we can bluff with our jack 8. That'd be kind of cool to see though. Make it 25 blinds to go. Celowan goes in the tank. Finds the call and sees the horrific news. Toddy slowly picking off the birdie. They're down to 11 blinds. King 5 plays limp. Padilla in the big with a 10 and a 3. (10-3) raises to 2.7 blinds. Oh no, Celowan is slowly dwindling. What do we do with King 5? Do we rip? Rip and take it down. No, we call though, and we flop a pair of 5s, but Padilla's got a pair of 10s. That's no good. There's a queen on the board. This King 5 is not comfy here. Flop does go check, check, 8 on the turn. Six blinds in the middle. Padilla bets 2.4 blinds. Celowan. I don't know. Do we just let it go now? There's so many draws out there. No, I'm not going to list them all. Jack 9 makes a straight and we get a 5. Or sorry, a 3 on the river. We're looking for a king or a 5. Got 10 blinds in the middle. River goes check, check. No, it doesn't. Padilla's got 2 pairs. They rip it all in. There's the all-in play by the 2 pairs. And Celowan says, fuck me. But King Jack misses. 9-7 misses. 9-6. 6-7. 6-4. Diamonds, clubs. And then 10-3 makes 2 pair apparently. Celowan finds the call with the pair of 5s and sees the bad news. Now we're heads up about 50 blinds deep. Padilla and Toddy 9-7 versus 9-5. Get a little open to 2.2 blinds. Hello Toddy says fuck you and 3 bets. No, they just fold. Good fold. 10-3. Toddy thinks about an open. Do we fold? 7-6 suited for Padilla in the big. Sees an open. 2.1 blinds is Toddy size. Got a raise and a call and a king 10-2 flop. Toddy checks it back and picks up a pair, or sorry, 3 pairs. 3 of a kind, sorry. Not 3 pairs. 3 of a kind. Toddy's got a 3. A 10. Bets 3 blinds. There's a lot of 10s and 3s going on in this hand. Anyways, the bet gets through on the turn and Toddy takes her down. 9-4 for Padilla. Could just walk it out. They limp it on in. 10-7 for Toddy. We'll raise it to 5.5 blinds and take it down pre. 10-7 for Toddy. Raising to 2 point. Or sorry, no, that's just 2 blinds. 2 blinds even. 3-4 calls. Flops 3 of a kind. Backdoor straight draw for Toddy. Backdoor straight draw for Padilla with their 3 of a kind. We see a jack of spades on the turn. If I'm Padilla, I lead large. Potentially even an overbet. No, maybe not on this board because you would have expected your opponent to bet all the strong hands on the flop, all the strong draws on the flop. Padilla still overbets and takes it down though. Padilla limps in 10-2, queen, queen for Toddy. They'll raise to 5 blinds and take it down pre. Ace 2 versus Queen Queen. Padilla looking to get a few chips here. Limp pot. Padilla will raise it up. Makes it 5 blinds to go. Toddy does find the call and a bunch of aces. Ace, ace, king flop. Backdoor royal draw for Padilla. Bets 2.5 blinds. If I'm Toddy, I just click the call button. There's a lot of bad turns, but gotta keep ranges as wide as possible. 8 of hearts on the turn here. Padilla slows down, picking up a flush draw. So heart or queen. A heart on the river, so Padilla will scoop the 15 blinds in the middle, and they'll get a few more pennies on top of that, I think. They'll bet here on the river. Toddy could turn their hand into a bluff. Whoa, big bet by the Queen of Hearts, 12 blinds, and then I'm thinking Toddy might bluff here. I don't know if we want to call. Do we just want to yoink it in? Take it down? Bluff? Nah, they find the call and see the bad news. 40 blinds will slide Padilla's way. A7 Padilla will come on in for the open. 2.2 blinds. Toddy with a 4 and a 5 calls and flops a pair and straight draw. Padilla with the toppest to pairs though. Toddy looking for a 5-4 or 2. 1.1 blinds is Padilla's bet on the flop. Small bet. Toddy will call. No, we raised to 4 bigs. We make it big. Get a call. 6 on the turn. Straight draw gets longer, and Hello Toddy picks up a few more outs to a 7. Toddy continues to tell the story. Bets 8 blinds. Padilla looking for a 5 now to make the straight to 7 for 2 pair. That's no good though. 7 of hearts on the river. Bad news for Padilla as Hello Toddy's got the straight. 8-5 is the nuts. Toddy with the straight. 3 through 7 will jam it all in, and Padilla says fuck you. 29 blinds in the middle. The flush draw misses. So it could be like what, like 8-9 of hearts? Or sorry, 8-9 of diamonds. And then it also could be some sort of like King 8, Queen 8, and they have to be diamonds, I think, of course. Any 8 with that's diamonds. Perfect bluffing hand. Plenty of them out there. We do see a call by the 2 pairs, and Toddy shows them the 4 and the 5. Bad news for Padilla, who's down to about 12 bigs. Hello Toddy with ace queen will rip it in and take it down pretty. That's 115 blinds to 12. That's not many to a lot. Jack 10 limps. Toddy jams. And if I'm Padilla, I think I call. We're looking for a jack or a 10. Jack on the turn, that will do. And no, Toddy doesn't get there, so 24 blinds slide Padilla's way. Ooh, ace king. That'll raise 2 blinds. 2-5 for Padilla. Could call. Might just fold though. And he does. Ooh, king versus 9-7. We get a limp and a raise and a fold. Or does Padilla call? 4 blinds is the raise. 3 more into a pot of 8.25. We fold. Jack 6 for Toddy. Limping it on in. 10-7 for Padilla. Flopping the straight flush draw. Hello Toddy with a pair of 6s. Checks it on back. Deuce on the turn. 4 of spades or a 9 of spades would be cool. Padilla tries to take the pot down with a big bet. 1.8 blinds into about 2.25. Toddy calls 10 of spades on the river. So not the straight flush, but a flush for Padilla. They'll take the pot down unless they somehow find a way to fold. Like if they bet and Toddy jams. 2.4 blinds is the bet. I don't think Toddy bluffs. Maybe. You're going to go in the tank here. Weird spot for the pair on a 4 flush board. Toddy goes deep in the tank. Oh, nice little fold there. Good stuff. Jack 10 for Padilla, Jack 2 for Toddy. Get a limp and a check, and we're off to the flop. 9-4-4 with 2 clubs. Padilla checks and a third 4. Toddy checks. If we get any card above a 10, we chop it up. 1.5 blinds is the bet by the flush draw on the turn, and Padilla will take that little pot down. 4-6, Toddy limps it in. King 6 checks it on back. Queen 3, 2 flop goes check, bet, right? Check, bet, call. We're off to the turn. Flush draw for Toddy with a straight draw to the 5. Padilla with a backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. Does find the call, 7 on the turn. So it looks like Padilla's got something going on, but they really don't. They got king high. Excuse me, they got king high, but they'll let it go. What's the best holding? Deuces for ace queen. Does this get in pre-flop? Get a limp and a raise. And a jam? Weird spot for ducks. They do jam with about 52%. Hello Toddy with ace queen will call, of course. Ace queen or king dealer. Ace on the turn. Any heart will chop the pot. We get the jack of diamonds. So that's the show, folks. If you made it all the way through, thanks for checking this bullshit out. Hopefully we'll see you in another video. Till then, adios. GG, hello Toddy.